Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. James, a retired physician with over 40 years of experience caring for patients from all walks of life, many of whom face the same quiet, often embarrassing issue we're going to talk about today: digestion. Now, I know this isn't exactly dinner table conversation, but let me ask you, have you ever felt bloated? Had trouble with irregular bowel movements? Or maybe you just sensed that something wasn't quite right in your gut? If so, you're not alone. In fact, these issues become more common after 60, even if we don't like to admit it. As we age, our digestive system slows down a bit, and what once felt easy, eating, processing food, staying regular, can suddenly become unpredictable. And that's okay. It's not about blame, it's about understanding. So let me ask you this: where are you from? Do you live with family? Or maybe you've noticed a loved one quietly struggling with these same concerns. I've seen it countless times, and today we'll walk through it together. This isn't just about symptoms. It's about restoring comfort, restoring dignity, and taking back control of something that affects our energy, our confidence, even our mood. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's gently unpack the truth about what's happening in your gut and how just 5 simple nights might make a world of difference. You've probably heard it before. The gut is often called the second brain. And that's not just a catchy phrase, it's backed by science. The enteric nervous system, a complex network of neurons lining our digestive tract, communicates directly with our brain through the vagus nerve. That's why when your gut is out of balance, you don't just feel it in your stomach. You might feel tired, anxious, foggy, even down emotionally. In fact, over 90% of the body's serotonin, one of the chemicals responsible for mood regulation, is actually produced in the gut. That's how deeply connected digestion is to our overall well-being. Now, let's talk about the everyday issues that so many of us face but rarely discuss. Constipation, when your system feels backed up for days. Bloating, that uncomfortable swelling in your belly that seems to come out of nowhere. Irregular stools, where one day it's hard, the next day it's loose, and you never quite know what to expect. These aren't just nuisances, they're signals. They tell us that something inside isn't working the way it should. And while occasional digestive discomfort is normal, when it becomes frequent, especially after the age of 60, it deserves our attention. Many of my patients over the years shared stories that started the same way. "Doc, I didn't change anything, but I'm always bloated after meals," or "I used to go regularly, now it's a struggle." And almost always, the first place I look is the plate. So let me ask you, what meals do you usually enjoy? Do you start your day with toast and coffee? Maybe end the evening with a comforting bowl of pasta or a glass of red wine. Sometimes, the foods we love most are quietly contributing to the very symptoms we're trying to escape. Highly processed foods, excess dairy, too much red meat, low fiber intake. These can all slow down the digestive process and disrupt the balance of good bacteria in the gut. The good news? We can begin to shift that with just a little awareness. No crash diets, no harsh cleanses. Just a better understanding of what your gut truly needs, and a willingness to try something new, even for just 5 nights. Now, if you've been feeling off lately, bloated, irregular, or just not quite yourself, here's something gentle yet effective that I've recommended to many of my patients, especially those over 60. It's a natural 5-night plan designed to support digestion, promote regularity, and give your gut the reset it may quietly be asking for. The best part? It doesn't require any drastic changes or harsh cleanses, just a few simple ingredients with centuries of wisdom and modern science behind them. First, we have psyllium husk. This is a natural source of soluble fiber, harvested from the seeds of the Plantago ovata plant. When mixed with water, it forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract, helping to soften stool, regulate bowel movements, and even lower cholesterol levels. The Mayo Clinic and other leading institutions support its role in easing constipation and maintaining digestive health. Next is Triphala, a time-honored herbal blend from Ayurvedic medicine, made from 3 fruits, amalaki, bibitaki, and haritaki. Together, they work to cleanse the colon, promote nutrient absorption, and gently stimulate peristalsis, the wave-like muscle contractions that move food through the gut. Modern research suggests Triphala may improve gut flora, reduce inflammation, and act as a mild laxative without dependency. And finally, we have slippery elm, a soothing, demulcent herb derived from the inner bark of the elm tree. It's known for coating and calming the digestive tract, reducing irritation in people with acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, or sensitive stomachs. The National Institutes of Health notes its role in managing mild gastrointestinal complaints, especially when combined with a high-fiber diet. Now, here's how to put it into practice. Each evening before bed, mix 1 teaspoon of psyllium husk into a glass of warm water. Stir it well and drink it quickly, then follow with another half glass of plain water. This sets the stage for your overnight digestive reset. In the morning, take Triphala as directed, typically 1 to 2 capsules or a small spoonful of the powdered form, depending on your preference. If you're using slippery elm, you can take it before meals or at bedtime, either in lozenge or powder form, mixed into warm water. What matters most is consistency. Stick to this routine for 5 nights in a row. You may start noticing subtle yet powerful changes, less bloating after meals, easier bowel movements, and even a lighter, clearer feeling overall. For some, the results are noticeable by night 3. For others, it takes the full 5 days. Either way, listen to your body, and remember, this is about supporting your system, not forcing it. We're not chasing quick fixes here. We're offering your digestive tract a gentle hand, a reset rooted in nature, and a reminder that healing doesn't always have to come in a pill bottle. Sometimes, it starts with a glass of warm water and the wisdom of plants used long before our time. So how exactly does this 5-night plan work inside your body? Let's take a moment to break it down. Each of these natural ingredients plays a specific, science-backed role in supporting digestion, and when used together, they create a gentle yet effective synergy that can bring real relief. First, let's talk about gut motility. That's the term we use to describe the muscle contractions that move food through your digestive tract. As we age, motility can slow down, often leading to constipation or incomplete elimination. Psyllium husk helps by forming a soft, bulky mass that stimulates the intestines to contract more efficiently. A randomized controlled trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that daily use of psyllium significantly increased stool frequency and improved consistency among older adults with chronic constipation. It's gentle, non-habit-forming, and remarkably effective when taken with adequate fluids. Meanwhile, Triphala acts more like a tonic than a laxative. Its 3-fruit combination has mild stimulant properties that encourage peristalsis while supporting microbial balance in the gut. A study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine noted that Triphala can positively modulate gut bacteria, reduce oxidative stress, and improve overall bowel function. It's not about pushing your system too hard. It's about restoring the rhythm your gut naturally follows. Then there's slippery elm, which doesn't so much stimulate as it soothes. It coats the lining of the stomach and intestines with a protective film, helping to reduce irritation and inflammation. According to the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, slippery elm has been traditionally used to calm symptoms of heartburn, mild gastrointestinal discomfort, and even inflammatory bowel disease. When used alongside fiber and probiotics, it can enhance mucosal healing and improve digestive comfort. But of course, even with natural remedies, there are important precautions to keep in mind. If you're on medications, especially for diabetes, heart conditions, or blood pressure. Some herbs and fibers can interfere with absorption or timing. Psyllium, for instance, may reduce the effectiveness of certain medications if taken too close together. That's why I always advise taking any supplements at least 1 to 2 hours apart from your regular prescriptions. And of course, it's best to speak with your healthcare provider before starting a new routine, particularly if you have a history of digestive disorders, are immunocompromised, or are managing chronic health issues. These ingredients are safe for most people, but your personal health story matters, and your care should always be tailored to it. Think of this plan not as a cure-all, but as a reset, a supportive, natural nudge in the right direction. When used wisely and with care, nature has a way of restoring what time may have worn down. Now, before we wrap up, I want to pause for a moment and ask you something personal. Do you have a loved one who might benefit from what we've talked about today? Maybe a spouse, a friend, or even an adult child who's been struggling silently with digestion, but hasn't quite found a solution that feels safe, natural, and gentle? If someone came to mind just now, feel free to share this video with them. Sometimes, the smallest gesture, just passing along the right information, can open the door to real healing. And if this video helped you, even just a little, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from, or what part of the plan you're excited to try. I read through many of your comments, and they truly mean the world, not just to me, but to others who find comfort in knowing they're not alone. You see, healing doesn't always happen overnight, and it doesn't have to involve big, dramatic changes. Sometimes, it's the small steps, the warm glass of water before bed, the choice to add fiber to your routine, or the decision to listen to your body just a little more closely that create the biggest shifts over time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. So take what you've learned here today and make it yours. Adapt it to your life. Trust the process. And most of all, be kind to yourself. Your body is doing its best for you every single day. So let's take a gentle breath and reflect on what we've covered today. We explored a simple, natural 5-night remedy that can support your digestive health in a meaningful way. We talked about psyllium husk, triphala, and slippery elm, each with a unique role in restoring comfort, rhythm, and balance to your gut. No harsh chemicals, no extreme diets, just the steady power of plant wisdom and a little consistency. And if there's one message I hope stays with you, it's this. Your health truly is your greatest wealth. It's what allows you to enjoy time with family, to move with ease, to rest peacefully at night, and to feel confident in your body as the years go by. When your gut feels better, everything feels a little better. Your mood, your energy, even your sleep. So don't ignore those quiet signs your body sends. Instead, meet them with kindness, curiosity, and a willingness to try something new. And if this video gave you insight, or even just hope, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to the channel. That way, we can keep learning together, sharing practical, heart-centered health tips that meet you right where you are. You're welcome to leave a question or comment below. I'd love to hear what's on your mind. Until next time, take care of your gut, and it just might take even better care of you.